Now, this is going to be a little difficult, so stay with me.
Sound good? Yes, sir!
Today's Mama Pop question is, what picture do you think nominated in this year's Oscars should win Best Picture?
Let me start by looking at the nominations.
I have seen all of the trailers for these films, which I think makes me overly qualified.
The only movie that was nominated for Best Picture that I even saw this year was Up.
I think that the movie that should win this year is Up. Which is right here. It's the only movie I've seen.
I don't get out much.
Also, I think it should win because it contains Doug.
My name is Doug. I have just met you, and I love you.
Who is awesome, and Doug deserves to win an Academy Award.
So, we know how I feel about Up. It terrorized my child, and personally it made me cry too much, and I don't like animated movies to punch me in the guts that many times in a row. I mean, once was enough, but the second time, that was just too much. And the fact that my child is scared of anything related to that movie. Yeah, I hope it doesn't win Best Picture, just because I'm mature like that.
I think it's cool that they're nominating things like Up now, because, you know, they do tug at the heartstrings, and they do, aside from the fact that they're animated, do sort of hit all of the marks for Best Picture nominees. So, I mean, why not? Just because it's a kids movie doesn't make it not good.
Up is awesome.
Up was awesome. It was.
I'm an underdog guy, and this particular movie is about the underdog. It's about overcoming the odds. It's a real feel-good coming-of-age film that I really, really have my fingers crossed that it's going to take home the Oscar this year.
Hey, you're changing that boy's life. No. He's changing mine.
And of course, I'm talking about Inglourious Bastards.
I only saw one movie that's nominated for anything this year, and that's Inglourious Bastards. And I hope it wins some awards because I thought it was really good.
You know, I could have done less with the blah, 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 I own a movie house, blah, 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 blah. And it had it focused more on the Inglourious Bastards themselves beating on Nazis. Not to be a critic, because it was good, but a little more bear Jew clubbing Nazis, I think, was required. 99999. However, the villain was fantastic. Better than Alan Rickman, I think, in Die Hard, which is no small feat because Alan Rickman in Die Hard was awesome. I don't think anyone can argue that. In fact, I think he's the best villain in movie history. You can read that on a site. It's probably my blog.
And if he's watching this, Eli Roth from Inglourious Bastards, call me baby. Yeah.
I think A Serious Man was actually really, really good, and I was really surprised to see it nominated because it was so, I don't know, it was such a quiet film, and I didn't really hear about anybody seeing it, actually, except for, like, me and my husband and those 4 or 5 other people that were there at the theater that day.
The rabbi is busy.
He didn't look busy.
He's thinking.
There's a lot of buzz around The Hurt Locker, so I'm going to talk about that one because I think that movie was amazing. And Catherine Bigelow, without even having seen the other nominations this year, I know that she earned her DGA award. and I would love to see her walk away with at least Best Director. It's one of the best war movies I've ever seen. I definitely put it up there with like Full Metal Jacket, Apocalypse Now, Platoon. It's that good.
Okay, District 9, right?
District 9. That is the movie I want to win. I saw that in the theater. I just loved it. And I think everything about it just deserves it, especially the fact that it's a bunch of unknown actors. And I just found it visually, it was gritty, it was dead on. I thought the characters were well developed. And yeah, I just really enjoyed the story, and I thought the way they did it, they could have gotten it very wrong, and I think they got it very right. So I hope it wins, but I know it won't.
I just fucking loved it. I mean, it was just, I sat there, my jaw open the whole time, and it just, I had no idea where it was going, and it was just, aliens, and it was, I loved it.
I would have to say Avatar. For innovation alone. Just, I mean, the technology is unbelievable in that film. And the fact that it's a 3D movie of epic proportions, it's just well deserved of the nomination and certainly of the actual award.
I have not seen Avatar, nor will I, because I have not forgiven James Cameron for Titanic, and I never will. And I hope he knows it, and I hope that, you know, my ticket money just really is the thing that kind of pushes him over the edge into realizing that, you know, we're just not getting over it. That and the Celine Dion song.
I just don't like him, and I'm still really pissed off that Titanic won that one year, because there was a lot of buzz about that movie, and then like 5 years later, everybody was talking shit about it and making fun of it, and everybody realized, like, oh my god, the dialogue in this movie was totally ass, and this love story is completely unbelievable, and everybody's two-dimensional. I think everybody was kind of blinded by the awesome effects in that movie, which totally don't stand the test of time. So I think in 5 years, people are going to be looking at Avatar and just being like, God, what a shitfest.
I haven't seen Avatar. I don't want to see Avatar. But I have a lot of opinions, and my opinion is that James Cameron is an asshat and a douchebag. And I don't want to see him win any awards. If his ex-wife, Catherine Bigelow, wins some, that would be cool. But not James Cameron.
I hate everything about this movie. I hate the hype. I hate James Cameron. I hate movies that are 2.5 hours long unapologetically, where George Clooney doesn't get naked.
Honestly, if I have to sit through another James Cameron acceptance speech, I might do something rash.
During these few seconds, I'd like you to also listen to the beating of your own heart, which is the most precious thing in the world. Join me, please, in a few seconds of silence for Titanic.
You know, with all that said, I may still see it, only because I like a little credibility behind my rant. I won't admit to liking it, if I do, though.
Either way, it's going to be an amazing night. Have a good time. Either way. Bye.
Oh, that's nice.